And I'll just give you guys a quick look at the agenda for today so you guys know what we're going to be doing. I'm going to have each of our leaders share. Last week we didn't have enough time because it took us so long to get settled in here. We're going to have each of our leaders share with you guys a little bit about them so you know who's here. We're going to go review our week 1 assignments real quick. Then we're going to go into skills training today. And the skills that we're going to be covering today is asking, inviting, and asking for referrals. And then the mindset training we're going to do today is each week we're going to start doing our mindset training starting this week. And the belief that we're going to work on is I am good enough. And then we're going to go into your week 2 assignments. So that's a quick overview of today. And we're going to take a moment to introduce all of the other Isla Love leaders we have in this program. So you probably already know who your upline leader is, but I'd like for us to all know each other more as we grow together. So they're each going to share with you guys for a few moments. And then also to help us all get to know each other too, I know most of us are probably on Instagram. So I'm going to drop a prompt in the group page where everybody can put their info so that we know who, so that we can all follow each other and keep up with our journeys. Because a lot's going to happen in the next 8 weeks. I hope you guys know that. So there's going to be a lot of growth both in your business and also in you personally. So it would be really great for us to be able to follow up with each other and to support each other on this. So let's see. Jenna, why don't you go ahead and start us off, and then let's see, and then Bridget, and then Lay. Just share a little bit about you guys, and yeah.
Hey, so my experience with doTERRA was almost non-existent. I decided to get into the business side. Miley approached me with an opportunity. Prior to that, my only experience with oils were lemon and breathe. But I saw that I couldn't say no to this opportunity because I was looking for more time with my family, because I was basically tired of working on somebody else's schedule, being somewhere I didn't want to be when I didn't for somebody else. So, and having to send my kids to daycare 5 days a week and not being sure if we could have another baby because of financial limitations, time limitations. So when I came in, it was for the business, and I did pre-lead just like you guys. I still work. So it really stretched me because I have 2 kids. My husband travels a lot and I work a full-time job. So I would literally be driving to work sometimes listening to the audios. Any 5 minutes that I could get to like read a few pages in the self-development books or listen while I was in the shower, I would play the audiobooks. So if this is something that you really want to do, you will find the time, and it will stretch you sometimes to the point where you're not even sure if you can do it anymore. But I have watched my business basically explode under, Miley's tutelage and through pre-lead. And this program has really given me the confidence that I didn't have because I didn't have any prior oil experience. So I really hope that we can help all of you overcome any roadblocks or grow in your confidence to grow your potential and grow your business and achieve any of the goals that you set for yourself, whether it's pre-lead in a month or diamond in a year. I hope that we're able to help you get there together.
Thank you. Okay, Bridget.
Hi, I'm Bridget. I'm on Kauai. I have been doing, I've been using doTERRA probably, it's been about 2.5, 3 years. I'm not quite sure, but I know I've been doing doTERRA as a business for about 2 years. Initially, when I first started, I wasn't really interested. I just was interested in helping my family, but it quickly dawned on me how amazing the products were and how easy it was to share with people, because my experience, it's something that you love and you use, and it's just natural. It's so natural. And so it was really easy. I love this program. I love that everybody's getting just basically a roadmap. It's not like it's guesswork, and you don't have to figure things out all on your own. You have the steps right in front of you, and just walk the path, and the results are going to be there. And then also in this setting, it's really fun for all of us to be able to encourage each other. I think that's what I've noticed about the pre-elite, is it's so encouraging. So yeah, I just encourage all of you to stay active, ask questions on the Q&A. Let's get those lives going this week. And yeah, have a fun time. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Lay. Oh.
Okay. Hi, I'm Lay. I'm also on Kauai. I have been using doTERRA probably for about 4 years, a little over 4 years. I only decided to do the business side of it probably about less than a year, almost a year. I'm also doing pre-elite. I just started it. I'm about halfway through my session, I guess. But prior to this, I didn't have any, training or resources on how to grow my business. And just by starting pre-elite, it has totally redefined your business and made it so much easier. And like the other girls have said, like I've watched it, my business isn't exploding, but it's definitely gaining momentum and growing. And it's just naturally, like I still have a Monday through Friday job. I have 2 kids, you have the regular mom stuff to do. And pre-elite at first, at times, like the other girls said, it's hard, it's like homework. But if you can be diligent and set the time aside, and it is only 8 weeks, you will watch your business blossom. And for $15, I mean, that's pretty incredible to start your own business and to have the resources and the tools, and you have all of us. And I think this is a great group, like how Miley started with the Facebook group, and we have each other and we can ask questions. If everybody's not available to jump on at the same time every week, at least you can play it, a couple hours later or tomorrow or whenever it fits in your schedule. But it really is an amazing program and I love it.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I really wanted you guys to know who the other leaders are here in the group so that you feel comfortable asking any of them. The culture of our team and actually of our entire company is one where we support each other cross-line. It doesn't matter if somebody's like above you or on your team or not. We all support each other. So I want you guys to feel comfortable asking anybody, and we all cheer each other on, because when one wins, we all win. So that's why we do that. And I want you guys to feel comfortable there. And then kind of all 3 of them really touched on something that I want to share with you guys. Is the way that I look at pre-elite is, say you have something you love to do. Maybe it's a passion of yours. You love to cook, or you love to, do makeup, or you have something that you love to do. When you want to take it to the next level and actually do that as a job, you would go to culinary school, or you would go to esthetician school and get sort of certified, or you get all those foundational skills that you actually need to know if you want to do something as a profession, right? So the same thing, like a lot of people love oils and a lot of people love to just share them, but then they don't always find success in their business or, in their bank account. And our goal for this is to actually help you guys be profitable, to actually build a successful business. There is nothing wrong with just sharing oils and not earning an income from it, or not earning a stable income from it. But for me, the true freedom comes when you are earning a stable income and you can leave that job and be a full-time mom if you choose, or your husband can leave his second job so you guys see each other more, so that you have a a great thriving family and relationship, or I mean, whatever it is, or you want to travel more with your family, really whatever it is that you want to do, those dreams that you have that we touched on last week, that is my goal for you. It's not to just make $20 here and there from selling somebody a bottle of On Guard. And so in order to do this, to do it as a business, as an actual real business, most of us don't come with a background in business. I know I didn't, and I had no background in essential oils either. So I spent a lot of time just trying to find out what to watch, what to listen to, what training to get. And so this is really packaged all in here for you guys. So you don't have to spend that extra hour searching on YouTube for what video you should be watching. It's all laid out right in here. Just follow the assignments. Trust that it's going to lay this foundation for you of how to start sharing so that you can actually have a profitable business. So I'm super, super excited that you guys are all taking this time, especially on a Sunday morning. I know most of you guys have little ones, and it's not always easy to be here. And then even for those of you guys who are just watching this on the recording, it does take a time, it does take sacrifice. But, when I look back on all the things that I sacrificed along the way over the past few years, absolutely worth it. I missed birthday parties and different things. And it was always my drive that it was like, okay, well, I'm not going to miss any more birthday parties because I'm doing this. I'm going to be able to be there and not have a job where somebody tells me, no, you can't have that off. You can't have Christmas off. You can't have spring break off to go travel with your family, whatever it is. So thank you guys for taking this time for yourself and investing in yourself. It will pay off if you do the work, I promise, because it's all built in here. So, okay. Wanted to go over real quick. I'm just going to read through the assignments for last week just to review. So they were to time block for your pre-lead assignments, to complete the doTERRA University Living videos. I know there was some updates to the website, so I can cover that later on a live post. Watch the membership overview video, which I hope you guys all got a chance to watch that, because there was so much information in there. Why journaling part 1, and then complete and post your elite declaration and vision poster. I don't know that we made the spot yet for that, so let me get that up. Jenna, can you take a note of that? We can make the graphic for everyone to put their ranked declarations under there on the Facebook page. And then finish reading or reviewing Leadership and the 1 Minute Manager. So if you weren't able to complete any of these, or if you have any questions about them, please just reach out to your upline leader for support. That's what they're there for. So no question is too small or silly or anything like that. This is a really safe space, and we want to make sure that you guys are getting everything out of this. So that's what we're here for. So ask those questions. We know you're just getting started and that this is all new to you. So also, we didn't have any questions. So we didn't do the live Q&A last week. So if you have questions that are still lingering, there is a post in the Facebook group that says questions. There's an image. If you guys want to find things really easy, the reason that we're making these images that have the prompts on it, you'll see the one for introductions, you'll see one for questions, we'll drop the one for the elite decorations. What that does is it keeps our wall really clean and organized so that you guys can find things, so that you guys aren't sifting through a whole wall of stuff like on Facebook. So the easiest way to get through that is to either go, let's see, when you're looking at Facebook, it'll be on the right-hand side, either the pictures, like you'll see the images, like recent photos, click on that, and then you'll see everything that's under it, or go to the photos tab, which I think is on the left-hand side, and you'll see everything all organized, and you should be able to find it quickly. We want this to be, we know that there's a lot of assignments and that it takes time. So I want the actual, like, going through Facebook and stuff, when you're wanting to post your thing or wanting to look for something, I want it to be as efficient as possible for you, so you're not wasting time like looking through the Facebook page. So that's why we're doing that. So to make it easy for all you guys. Okay, let's see. So most people, when they do this program, find that the assignments take them about 5 to 10 hours to complete. So let's just get a show of hands, if we can. How many of you guys feel like it took you like less than 5 hours to do the assignments? Nobody. Yeah, because there was a lot of reading this week, a lot of audiobooks. How about 5 to 10 hours? Okay, awesome. 2, okay. Oh, Dharma's raising her hand virtually, her virtual hand. How about, wait, so sorry, raise your guys' hands again. I just want to take number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, awesome. How many of you guys think it took you over 10 hours? Nobody. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it should be, it's right around there, 5 to 10 hours. Because especially early here, because a lot of this stuff is, we're teaching you guys about the actual oils and then about your membership, so that when you guys are talking to other people, you know how to explain the membership, like you know what you're talking about. So this definitely the first like 2 or 3 weeks is the most dense assignments, but a lot of it is audiobooks, right? So listening either in your car or in your shower. I like to do dishes. I put it in my thing and I just like do all the dishes because I'm standing there for a long time. So, okay. So did anybody have, feel like they got through their assignments really well, or have any tips that they wanted to share with anybody? It's fine if not, but if anybody had some tips on like listening in your shower, listening while you do dishes. Anybody? No? Okay. So as you begin to build your business, knowing how to spend your time and what to spend your time on will be a reflection of how committed you are to your own dreams and goals, as well as an indication of where you might have some fears arising that lead you to procrastinate your assignments and or sabotage your success. So make it a priority to continue to track your efforts in your weekly planner. Have all of you guys found the planner in your member site? So when you download that, you can track your hours. So say you spend an hour reading, 15 minutes doing the why journaling, whatever it is, track that, because it's going to help you, one, know how much time you spend on your assignments and how much time you're dedicating to your business, as well as when you are ready to have somebody go through this program, you'll be able to let them know, how long it took you. And so you can give them a real authentic idea of how long it's going to take, how much they're going to be putting into this. So yeah, use your weekly planner to track your time. And then since it's our job to help you reach your goals, each week we're going to continue to ask you about your weekly time invested. Does that sound okay with you guys? Okay, cool. So we really appreciate all of your guys' efforts to grow your business. And I'm going to take a few moments to ask you guys some review questions about the membership overview video. And we want to do this to help clarify anything that might have been misunderstood or answer any of your additional questions regarding the doTERRA membership and its benefits. So I'm going to, everyone's muted, and then please either raise your hand physically so we can see you on the screen, or press the raise hand button on Zoom if you know the answer. And we'll just go ahead and unmute people so you guys can answer. So what is the membership discount when someone gets a wholesale membership? Reese. Oh, wait, you got it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me? I think 25%.
Yep, 25%.
25%.
Yeah, 20%, 25% of retail. Perfect. What does someone get from doTERRA when they renew? Anybody? Erica.
Peppermint.
Yeah, they get a free 15 milliliter peppermint. What is the difference between a wholesale customer and a wellness advocate? Oh, Tara.
A wholesale customer can get, well, first of all, they get 25%.
Oh, wait, you're really, really soft. Can you talk closer to the speaker?
So a wholesale customer will get 25% off their orders. They also get the opportunity to earn LRP points and shipping rewards. So that is the difference.
So that's a wholesale customer. Sorry, it's really, really hard to hear you. Okay, so the difference between a wholesale customer and a wellness advocate. Does anybody else know what separates those two? Because both are going to earn the 25% off pricing, the wholesale pricing, and both are going to earn LRP points and earn shipping rewards. Tiffany.
The wellness advocate is more doing the business, and the wholesale is just buying at wholesale.
Yep. So a wholesale customer doesn't can't have an income, won't earn an income, and also can't have any downline. So when we get into placements, you'll realize that you can't actually place anybody under a wholesale customer. A wellness advocate can have a downline. They're eligible for commissions and bonuses. That really is the only thing that is different about the two memberships. Okay, so a wholesale customer, no income, no downline. Wellness advocate can have a downline. They're eligible for commissions and bonuses. Got that? Okay. Let's see. Can a wholesale customer upgrade to a wellness advocate? And how? Erica?
Yes, they can, and it's free. They just need to, you can do it on the website. There's a little button that they can press saying like upgrade to wellness advocate. And then they just have to add their social security number. They could also do it by customer service.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. How would you describe the loyalty rewards program? Anybody? Kylie, can you tell us about the loyalty rewards program?
Just that you can put in your like recurring order, but you can change it, the schedule date and what you want to order every month. And I'm still like a little bit confused on like after like being a part of, or I guess having a loyalty rewards order for like 1 to 3 months, you get like 10%. Is that right? Like points back, or product points back?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it? Yeah. And then it like increases from there?
Yep. Okay. Totally. Tara, I see you have your hand up. Did you have another way how you would describe the loyalty rewards program? Tara? Okay. How about, I see Tiffany also has her hand up. Did you have a different way to describe the loyalty rewards program?
I would say pretty much the same thing, except for you get a free oil, yeah?
If you do the product of the month, yeah.
Yeah.
So the easiest way to describe the loyalty rewards program for you guys to somebody new, if you are talking to somebody, is LRP is the most intelligent way to buy doTERRA products. You don't always need to give them the whole breakdown of what percentage and how many months and all that stuff. You will cover that. And there is actually a great handout for that you can give to them. But to quickly describe it to somebody, LRP is the most intelligent way to buy doTERRA products. And then they're going, well, I'm intelligent. Yeah, I want to be on LRP. Because they do, right? It really is the most intelligent way to buy products, right? Because you earn percentage back, you earn your shipping back and all of that. So yeah. Can anybody just tell us actually how it does work, like in a succinct like explanation of how you would explain to somebody how the loyalty reward program works? Nobody? Okay, so for every third month someone orders 50 PV or more, they move up 5% in the rewards points, in the accrual percentage. So you start at 10% and you max out at 30%. How does that sound to you guys? Does that make sense to you? Does that sound like your understanding of the loyalty rewards program? Okay. How does somebody qualify for the shipping rewards program? Anybody? Erica?
They have to order online, right? It's an online order to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So any order will receive shipping rewards points. So 100% of shipping costs in points for all enrollment orders and LRP orders that are placed online without the help of customer service. 50% shipping rewards points for a standard order or LRP placed over the phone or online with the help of customer service. So the reason for that is doTERRA is very, very smart and very, very strategic. And for us, they do these things to help encourage the behavior that they want. So there was a time when our customer service on the phone was getting really, really bogged down. And they don't like that because they love to be able to have excellent customer service. And so customer service there was really long wait times and people were starting to get frustrated. So to ease that, because believe it or not, people still do the like online phone order. Like I'd like 2 lavenders and a breathe over the phone. It's crazy. So to encourage people to go ahead and process their orders online rather than calling into customer service and tying up the lines with that sort of stuff, rather than like actual account questions or, replacement things or whatever, they started the shipping rewards program, which I love. So 100%, if you just do your orders online, you're going to get 100% back in shipping. So even sometimes I order something that I need overnight shipping, which is like $25, I'm going to get 25 points. So whatever you spend in shipping will be given to you in shipping rewards points. They also are encouraging people through this program to order through LRP. And what that means for you as a business owner is that people are on the LRP program, which means that is sustainable business for you, right? People are on the monthly ordering. They're going to be ordering every month. So if they order via LRP, they're going to get 100% shipping rewards. If they order a standard order, which means like a one-time order, they just order whenever they'd like to order, you only get 50% in shipping rewards. So that's to encourage people to be on LRP and to be processing their orders online rather than through customer service. So that's just one of the awesome things that they do to help us out as business owners. So the details of a doTERRA membership, the loyalty rewards program, and all of our many products can overwhelm a potential customer. So to reduce the overwhelm, you're going to want to develop the skill of asking clarifying questions, right? That's one of the skills on the assessment that we talked about, that we had you guys rate yourself on. So some examples of clarifying questions are, what would you like to know first? So you're going to want to write that one down. What would you like to know first? Or is there something else you would like to know? And the more you know about your customers' needs and concerns, the more you can serve them in a confident way, because you're talking about what they want to know rather than telling them all about this and they don't even actually care about that. What they want to know is like, is Breathe going to help their kid? So make sure you are focusing on what would you like to know first, and is there something else you would like to know? I've asked that and had people tell me, yeah, I just want to know how to get my own membership. You're like, oh, okay. You just want to sign up. Like, get to what they want to talk about or what they want to know so that you can serve them in the best way, right? Like, I like to think of like, if I went to Nordstrom and I was looking for a pair of shoes to go with a specific dress for a specific event, I've got 3 kids. I'm not there to like spend all afternoon trying on a million pairs of shoes. And so if somebody's like, oh, this is the new thing. Oh, this is great. Oh, how about this? And they're just bringing me all these shoes. And I'm like, they're not the right color. Like, I don't even want something that high. Like all these things. Or if they said, is there something specific that you're shopping for? Yeah, this is my dress. This is what I'm going to be on my feet all night, so I want it to be comfortable too. And they're like, oh, I have the perfect shoe for you. How about this one or this one? I'm out in 10 minutes, right? That's what I want. As a customer, that's what I want. I want service. And to me, that's service. Finding out what I want first and then delivering. So this is about switching it as like, we don't have to be so much like selling the product or selling the oils and telling all this stuff. It's finding out what is it that they want to know and how can I help them, right? Think about switching it and that you being in that position. So I love those two questions. And then your business and financial success in doTERRA is going to depend on your ability to help others enroll with their own membership and to participate in the Loyalty Rewards program. So we want you to be able to explain the many benefits of the membership and the Loyalty Rewards program in your own words. So to help you get started, we want you to write up a first draft paragraph of 5 to 6 sentences to personalize your explanation of a doTERRA membership, the Loyalty Rewards program, and the Shipping Rewards program. And you're going to find yourself using snippets of this paragraph when you connect with people and you're working on growing your business. So that's going to be one of the assignments for this week. And you can, of course, use the stuff that's covered in the videos and stuff that you listen to. There's things to start with. What you're going to want to do is put that into your own words so that you feel really comfortable sharing that and that it sounds like you. It doesn't sound like a sales pitch. But what it'll do is if you have taken the time to think it through and write a script that feels comfortable to you, and then you practice that a few times, when you see your friend at the store or at the park or wherever, or at school pickup, when they ask you something, it's going to be super comfortable for you to explain it because you've actually worked it all out. So that's why we do that exercise. So I think you guys will really like that one because it'll help you find a lot of clarity in sharing with others. So do you guys have any questions about that assignment? Nope. Okay. Oh, yeah, Reese.
Okay. So you want us to write 5 to 6 sentences for the whole thing, for the membership, the LRP, and the SRP? Is that correct?
Yeah, we'll go over it at the end, the full the assignments. Yeah. Perfect.
Are we going to be submitting this?
I don't know.
Or is this just for our own?
I don't know who's talking. Oh, Dharma. Hi. Now we can see you. That's great. Yeah, maybe we should. Yeah, write it on like, well, you're going to write it in your notebook. Maybe we'll make a little post that everybody can see each other's and so you guys can get really sorry. But yeah, for now, just do it in your program workbook because there's a space for it in your workbook.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Jenna is going to lead us in our skills training for today.
Any of my children interrupts, I'm flying solo this weekend. So the skill of asking and inviting is to be used to determine someone's interest level in learning more about what you have to share and if it'll be something to help them. So you could start by asking, hey friend, quick question, or I'm just curious. You could ask, what are your primary health concerns? Where are some health concerns for your family? What do you know about essential oils? To start the conversation. And then you could invite them by asking, would you like to learn more? Or are you open to? Would it be okay if? Or if I, would you? So that one for the if I, would you, that is basically, I believe, offering them options. Like if I were to call you in a week, would you be open to talking more about your health concerns or what you know about essential oils? So giving them options and in a way that's very, not in a way that makes them feel like that your attention is on them as the customer and not trying to corner them into making a decision. So your job is to help your contact decide for themselves how they want to proceed in their wellness journey. After determining their interest level, the next step is to invite them to do one of three things. 1, a one-on-one, 2, a class, or 3, a sample. The best way to serve your customer is through your individual attention and is best done in a one-on-one. If that's something that they aren't ready for, the second best experience for them would be a class where they can get your attention, but maybe not as personalized. The third best experience for them is through a sample where your personal time to support them isn't as intense. So doTERRA is a customer-centric business. Our focus should always be on what is best for the person in front of us. We can be tempted to let our personal agenda pressure a person to buy, and our anxiety in asking for someone to sit down with you in a one-on-one or attend a class or to share a sample is simply because we're focused on ourselves instead of the person in front of us. So think about others. Be confident in what you have to share and your belief in the power of these products to bless their lives, and you will overcome your fears and anxiety to invite them to take the next step in their wellness journey. So to remind you of this, return often to the customer-centric framework to help you navigate the next steps with each of your customers. And this is actually on page 35 of your workbook. So we can review that real quick, the flow chart, the customer-centric flow chart. So you would start by, you guys, page 35. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm also going to pull it up on the share screen for you.
Okay. So basically you would start by asking and inviting to determine their interest level. Oh, sorry, 1 second. So you would ask, are you open to learning more, to determine their interest level? And if they say no, then there's nothing you can do about that. And you just say, thank you for letting me know. If they say yes, then your the ideal option would be to schedule a one-on-one. And you could say to schedule a one-on-one, you could say, normally I find it best if I meet one-on-one with people like you who want to learn more, so we can talk in a little more in depth about your health concerns or goals and see if any of our oils and products might be a good fit for you. Oh, I'll fix it in a minute, okay? And sorry. Thank you, sister. So my part takes about 30 minutes, and if you don't have to buy anything, but if you like something I share, I can show you how to get it. Would you be open to setting up a time to chat this week? We can do it over the phone, video conference, or in person, which works best for you. Sorry.
Give me your head.
I know the dolly's head fell off and they're trying to fix it. Can you guys go in your room and fix it, please, Kawale? Yeah, thank you. So if they say yes, then you can set up the appointment, the one-on-one. And if they say no, then you can invite them to a class. So you can say, I'm hosting a class at my home this month, just a few friends and I are getting together to chat, answer their questions, enjoy the oils, and see what wellness solution works for them. So you could ask them, would you like to come to a class instead? If they say yes, then you give them the details and then make sure that you follow up with a reminder. And then if they say no, then you could offer them a sample. So I know you're busy. How would you feel if I put together a few samples of products for you to test out for a few days? I can trust them. I can drop off instructions on how to use them. Would you be open to that? What is the #1 area of your health that you would like to see change in? And if they don't want the sample, then you could just say, thank you for letting me know. If they do want the sample, then you get the instructions on how to get the sample to them, and then make sure that you follow up with how to use it. So, okay, go to the bathroom. A good experience for the customer is a sample, but it's often the least amount of time and relationship building with them. So a better experience would be the class, where you have time to actually interact with them personally, but less maybe less intense because it's not one-on-one, but the best way that you can support your customer is by giving them that one-on-one experience and addressing any health concerns or that they might have. So you could always follow up the one-on-one with an invitation to a class or a sample if they do say no.
And just a note on one-on-ones, they can be done via Zoom like we're doing right now. If you can't meet up with anybody in person, if you can't find childcare or whatnot, Zoom is a great option. It's free, like you guys don't have a Zoom account now. Your meeting will be cut off for 45 minutes if you have the free account, which should be enough time. And if it's just a one-on-one and you're just letting somebody know, like, I got this free chat thing, you could also use FaceTime or what is that one called? Skype, you know, different things. If you wanted to meet virtually with people, you can still service people. That would still be a way better option than just giving a sample. I do a lot of one-on-ones via Zoom, just because it's what works with, you know, when you have kids who have dollies with heads falling off and no childcare, rather than trying to like take them to a restaurant and then you're like trying to keep your kids occupied while you meet with somebody, like, you know. So anyway, this is a really great option, is to use Zoom. So. Oh wait, I'm trying.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I think we did that same time. So over the next 8 weeks, we want you to reach out to every single person on your list of 100 to determine their interest level and invite them to a one-on-one, a class, or to share a sample. To get you started, this week we will have you connect with 30 people on your list. So remember, our goal and your goal is to achieve the rank of elite by the end of this program. That's why we're doing this. So now we're going to go over how to ask for and get referrals. So a referral, when people have had a positive experience with you, they are more likely to share their contacts and help you expand your circle of influence outside of your list of 100. You should ask for referrals after every positive customer experience. After a one-on-one, you could ask, how have you enjoyed our time together? Can you think of someone you know who might also benefit from a visit like this? I love to provide gifts to my customers for every referral and introduction they share with me. Would this be something that you're interested in? After a class, you could ask, how have you enjoyed our class? Can you think of someone you know who might also benefit from a class like this? I love to provide gifts to my customers for every class they host and introductions they share with me. If this is something you'd be interested in, grab me before you leave the class tonight so we can set up a time to talk about how easy it is to host a class. So after the sample, how have you enjoyed your sample? I'm excited to sit down with you to see what other oils you might find helpful. You don't have to purchase anything, but if you want, I will show you how to. Because you've enjoyed your sample so much, can you think of someone you know who might also benefit from a sample? Anyone else? I love to provide gifts to my customers for every X amount of referrals and introductions they share with me. Would this be something that you're interested in? So does anyone have any questions or concerns about ask, invite, referrals? And again, sorry about the chaos. Here. Sorry.
Oh. So as far as like the gifts for the referrals, like what do you usually do? Like what kind of gift would you offer somebody for a referral or for, I haven't really done that before. I'm not really sure how.
Great question. And so that is not an official program that doTERRA has, right, but it's something that I like to do personally. And really it's up to you. So that's the cool part. It can be a standard gift. Oh, you know, so what you're saying is maybe this person didn't enroll, but they're going to refer somebody to you who does enroll. So I always look at the Fast Start bonus, right? 20%. So say if they enroll with a Family Essentials kit, you're going to earn about $20 Fast Start from that. I wouldn't give a referral gift for the entire 20% because it's a referral. You're still doing all the work, right? You're contacting them. You are doing the consultation with them. You're getting them all set up and everything. But they did give you referral. So maybe a bottle of wild orange, maybe a roller blend that you make. it can really be whatever is affordable for you. So you want to, when you look at gifting, I'm all about gifting and like giving tons of stuff away. So like, don't take this the wrong way, but in your business, you want it to be sustainable. Otherwise you're going to put yourself out of business, right? So you don't want to over gift. It also devalues the product. So if somebody gives you a referral, it could be a really nice roller blend, which actually only costs you about $2 or $3. But if somebody doesn't have their own oils, it would actually cost them they'd have to buy that whole bottle of oil. They'd have to buy the rollers. They'd have to buy the FCO and all that, right? So even though the blend actually itself only costs you at cost about $3, it's still something really nice and valuable. And you can make it really cute with washi tape or however you want to, right? So it can really be anything. Now, say somebody signs up, they give you a referral, and this person signs up with a Natural Solutions kit. You just got an $80 fast start. I would gift that person a little bit bigger. That's me personally though. You can have a standard referral gift that you're like, any referral you give me, because at the point that somebody gives you a name, you don't know whether they're going to sign up or not. So you could also say, I like to, gift, and if they sign up, I'll give you this or whatever. So you can really create whatever it is that you would like, and how much you want to get into doing referrals. Referrals are amazing. Does that answer your question? It can be, say that you got, for some reason, like forgot to take lavender out of your cart for the last 3 months and you have a ton of lavender. Maybe you make a linen spray or something, it's something that's doable for you, or you bulk ordered a bunch of rollers or a bunch of spray bottles or.
So you can decide whether you want to do it like when they give you the people's names or like only if they enroll. It's kind of
it's really up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I know I purchased from Candy before. Before I really started purchasing or like getting together with Tara. And she gave me like the lip balm and one of the Isla Love, I think she called it Bitch Please roller or something. So she gifted me with a bunch of those because I made a big order.
Oh, for making an order. Yeah. So for ordering food. Yeah.
Because I made a pretty big order. So she gifted me with a lot of those.
So that'll be different than a referral. Referral is when somebody's giving you a name for a contact. If somebody doesn't order through you, you can totally gift them for that too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And those were good gifts. I really liked them.
Yeah, totally. And then the thing is too, your goal then is to help people get their own membership. Getting gifts for ordering things that will help them move towards having their own membership would be ideal, because that's how they're going to benefit the most. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions about the referrals or asking and inviting? All those, suggested sort of scripts that Jenna shared are all just that. They're suggestions and things that you guys can work with and edit to what sounds good for you. So you're not going to say all of that, right? You're going to find the parts that really feel like something you would actually say and share that. Just wanted to say that. You're not going to be saying that whole paragraph when you talk to people. Okie dokie. So to finish up our call today, we want to remind you of the power of our beliefs and their influence in our success. So what we believe is what we see as possibilities in our life. So Henry Ford is often quoted for saying, if you think you can do a thing or if you think you can't do a thing, you're right. And it's so true. So your success is up to you and nobody else. This also means that we have the power to change our beliefs, which will change our possibilities and improve our success. So we're going to provide some tools to help you with limiting belief patterns, how to unearth them, and ways to release them so you are more likely to achieve your goals. So our first tool will be affirmations and affirmations. Are you guys familiar with either of those? Yeah, most people are familiar with affirmations, which is the positive I am statements, right? Like, I am successful. Affirmations are questions formed from the positive statement to help guide the brain to find where and why this is a true statement. So for example, why am I so successful? So a really great book, if you guys are interested more about affirmations, is a book called Affirmations by Noah St. John. It's really, really interesting. If you're very analytical and tend to be negative in your thoughts, you might really, really enjoy this book. So both of these are ways to discover our limiting beliefs and patterns, as well as to declare what you want to create in your life. So these will be used daily over the next 8 weeks. And the second tool for your support will be mirror work. Are you guys familiar at all with mirror work? Nope. So mirror work is looking deeply into your eyes through a mirror and repeating positive statements. So it's a popular tool to help people learn to love themselves. And mirror work helps reflect back feelings you have about yourself and opens you up to view areas of your life you are resisting and other areas where you are positive and flowing. So it's a tool to help you see the thoughts you'll need to change in order to experience happiness, joy, and the success that you desire to have. So the third tool we want to utilize for helping to shift your beliefs and emotions are your wonderful essential oils. So that's why in that initial email, we sent out the list of oils that you're going to want to have on hand for each week. So as you probably know, our limbic brains are powerful emotional centers, and just the smell of an oil can assist in the release of unhealthy beliefs and emotions and affirm the new belief you want to embrace. So every week, you're going to have a variety of oils to choose from, and you can select one oil each week and use it daily as you do your mirror work and your affirmations. So each morning this week, we want you to apply your oil of the week. Then while standing in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eye and use your daily affirmation to help your mind begin to create and support the belief you will be working on. So our minds love to solve problems and answer questions. So as you ask yourself why this affirmation question is true in your life, you're going to start seeing proof show up throughout the day. So why am I so successful? All day, your mind is going to be looking for proof of why you're successful. So by the end of the day, you're going to come back to the mirror and affirm what you've seen to be true using the daily affirmation statement, right? So over time, this belief will become easier for you to embrace confidently. And sometimes as we do this belief and mirror work, it starts revealing other fears and insecurities that we have. And that's why we want to introduce you to the tool of tapping, or EFT. Are any of you guys familiar with tapping? Have you done that before? No? Okay. Tapping is amazing. I've been getting really, really into it lately. And tapping is done along different acupressure points of the body to assist in calming the body while you release the fears and anxieties that might be exposed by the mirror work and changes you are creating in your life. So it's a tool you can use as often as you feel you need. And when you log into the Pre-Elite members area to watch the videos that correspond to each week's success belief. So in the menu on the left-hand side at the bottom, you'll see the tapping. She's actually the woman who created this program actually hired an EFT specialist to record these videos, one for each week. So if you find yourself having a really hard time with this, or like say for the one, I am successful, say you're doing it and it brings up these feelings from 3rd grade when your teacher told you're never going to be successful. You had a really mean teacher in 3rd grade and they told you that. And that stuck with you and you forgot about it. You covered it, you pushed it down. You're like, that's not true. But part of you still remembers that. And so when you're doing this mirror work, when you're doing the mirror work and you have the oils, it's going to uncover those things. And it may be something that's been holding you back your whole life that you've just kind of not been paying attention to. So this mirror work and the affirmations are going to expose that again. But it's a good thing because then the EFT tapping can actually help you clear that for good and be done with it, and it won't be holding you back anymore. So even though you try to push something down or bury it, it's still affecting you every single day. So tapping is super simple, and it's on these meridian points. So one's above the eyebrow, on the side of the eyebrow, under the eye, under the nose, under the chin, on the collarbone, and then there's one under your arm, like by your bra strap, and then there's one on the top of your head. So he goes through all of that in the videos, but if you find yourself getting stuck or you find yourself having emotions that are being brought up by this mirror work, please turn to those videos. They are amazing, and they're really going to help you clear any of that's coming up for you. And there's one for each week. So maybe the first 3 weeks, you're like, this is fine. This is great. I feel successful. And then week 4, you're like, this is not good for me. Like, this is bringing back all kinds of things. I'm crying in the mirror. All of that is okay. And really, it's part of the process. And just trust that. And, you know, a phrase that I always like to go back to is, the breakthrough comes after the breakdown. So if you're really looking to have a breakthrough in your life of having something that you've never had before that you want, you're going to have to be willing to go through the hard things. And sometimes that hard things are emotional things that have been holding you back, that actually you need to let yourself have that breakdown and let it out and process it and move forward through it. And then you're done with it, rather than resisting it the whole time. Any of you who've given birth, like, that's how I kind of look at it too, right? The more you resist actually birthing, the longer it takes and the more painful it is, rather than if you surrender and go, okay, this is what's happening. We're going through it and here we go. So that's my take on it. Okay. So do you guys have any questions about the tools we're going to be using over the next few weeks for this belief work? The affirmations, mirror, oils, and then the EFT tapping.
Are you going to be posting links or something on how to get to all of these things?
It's in your member site, in your Pre-Leap member site.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, great question. Yeah, it'll be in your member site on the bottom of the list of all the weeks. It'll be on the bottom. So this, let's get into this week's belief is I am. And I'm going to ask you guys questions, and I would like you to rate yourself from 1 to 10 on each of these questions, and just go ahead and write it down in your notebook of what comes up for you. So I'll just read them off and you guys just rate yourself. And it's just really a chance for you to take that temperature reading. You don't have to share this with anybody, but just for you to kind of really take a self-assessment and see how you feel regarding the belief, I am good enough. Okay, so if it's not true at all for you, it's a 1. And if it's totally true, absolutely true for you, it's a 10. So anywhere in between there. Number 1, do you feel like no matter what you do, everything always works out for you? Do you feel like no matter what, everything you do always works out for you? Number 2, are you easily bothered when you make a mistake? Are you easily bothered when you make a mistake? Number 3, do you feel uneasy, anxious, or argumentative when others recognize your faults? Do you feel uneasy, anxious, or argumentative when others recognize your faults? Do you feel as though no matter what you do, your efforts are never good enough? Okay, again, number 4, do you feel as though no matter what you do, your efforts are never good enough? Number 5, are you highly judgmental of yourself? Are you highly judgmental of yourself? And number 6, the last question is, are you highly judgmental of others? Okay, so are you highly judgmental of others? So I want to thank you guys for being willing to be open and honest with yourself with your answers. And your honesty is really going to be what helps you identify the trigger moments where your habit is to run to a belief pattern that is the opposite of what you want to create and experience in your life. So this week, we want to help you strengthen the belief that you are good enough. And to do this, you'll begin and end your day with the oil of your choice, the mirror, and your affirmation and your affirmation statements. So write these questions and statements down in your planner. There's a space for it. The morning affirmation is, why am I good enough? Why am I good enough to create everything healthy that my heart desires? So why am I good enough? Why am I good enough? Why am I good enough to create everything healthy that my heart desires? And then your evening affirmation is going to be the statement version of that, right? So I am good enough. I am good enough to create everything healthy that my heart desires. So you can download and print the image for these I am statements in your members area. You can tape it, so you can tape it to your mirror as a daily reminder. I personally like to just get a dry erase marker and write mine on my mirror because it's easier for me. And then here are the oils that you can choose from, and then you're going to write it in your planner as your oil of the week. So you can choose from Forgive, Bergamot, Melissa, Cypress, Balance, Elevation, or Time. So can you guys do this every morning and evening?
Which one are we doing in the morning?
You're doing the affirmation in the morning, the question version.
The question morning, okay.
It's going to set you up, your mind to be looking for all the reasons why you're good enough all through the day.
Okay. Yeah. And then at night, you're reviewing what you have seen throughout your day that has confirmed the morning statement.
Yeah, you'll actually just say the affirmation, which is just the statement, but your mind will automatically think of all the things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's actually a really, really quick exercise. It's like a lot to describe it, but it's literally just saying those 2 sentences to yourself in the mirror, or asking the 2 questions, right, in the mirror in the morning, and then saying the 2 sentences in the mirror at night, using your oil. And you can either take a drop in your hand and rub it and smell it and put it on you, or you could also simply open the bottle and just smell it straight from the bottle. It can be as quick or as much of a process as you'd like. Yeah, great question. Okay. Anybody else have questions about this? This tends to be, just so you guys know, when people do this program, this tends to be their like most favorite part of the whole program. So, yeah. Okie dokie. Perfect. So, your guys' assignments for this week are listed on the bottom of your notes page for this call, and Jenna's going to help us review them so we can make sure you guys don't have any, if you guys have any questions about them. No? I can do it if you want.
No, it's fine. Of course.
Hi, Ella.
Say hi. Okay, so week 2 assignments. 1, time block for pre-week and assignments. 2, daily mirror and belief work. I am good enough. 3, invite referrals, 30 plus friends to determine interest level and invite them to a one-on-one, a class, or share a sample. 4, prepare for upcoming classes with your accountability partner. 5, the first draft of your personal explanation of doTERRA membership, LRP, and shipping rewards in 5 to 6 sentences. 6, write personalized referral scripts for one-on-one class and samples. 7, why journaling part 2. 8, complete sharing section of doTERRA University. 9, watch Truman Team Jumpstart series, teaching and taking notes. So spicy, Mama. I think the only thing on that list, the accountability partner, Miley, of a portion. Are we gonna just have them post if they have any?
Just go ahead and prepare for any upcoming classes with your upline.
On my tummy, Mommy.
Schedule them, or wherever you're at on doing classes, go ahead and work with your upline leader to get those either scheduled, or if they're already scheduled, to plan them. Yeah. And then one tip that I want to share with you guys too is on number 3, ask, invite, and referrals. They break it down, right? 30 plus. And so they break it down to 4 to 5 a day. And this really for me is like going back down to that time management. So what I recommend for doing that is to take some time today and plan your week. And I would even plan it as much as like, who are you going to reach out to on each day? Look for 4 to 5 people to reach out to on each day. You can have in your notes on your phone, a saved note with like a standard reach out text that you do, or maybe it's a Facebook message that you send out to people, so that it is is mindful of your time, because like, although I don't have my kids climbing on me right this second, usually I look like Kylie and Jenna. That is my normal. So if I don't already know who I have to reach out to that day, it is not going to happen. Like, just not going to happen. If I have to go like, where's my list? Now I got to look through it. Now I got to think. Like, when they're on me, I can't think. So if I already know these are the 4 or 5 people I already said I was going to reach out to on Tuesday, if she goes down for a nap, I can quickly make that text or send that message. Or even if I have to go like lock myself in the bathroom for 2 minutes and pretend I'm using the bathroom, I can make it happen, right? So like, it's just finding that time. Or they fall asleep in the car, right? That's the best. You park and you're like, oh my God, everyone's sleeping. Great. Time for me. Okay, I'm going to look at my list and see like, who are those 4 people I said I would text today? And that's, to me, how I get it done, is that if I already have a plan of who I'm going to reach out to, if I'm just thinking like a list of 100 people, reach out to 30 people this week, it just doesn't happen. And that's what I've seen even from people who go through this program. So that's for me how I make that happen. Does anybody, Jenna or Bridget or Lay, have any tips for that, for either for contacting or for any of the other assignments for this week?
The notes, like how you were saying, are super beneficial for me because, like I said, I still work my regular job, 8 hours out of the day. So if I already have my little text, and on my lunch break, I can be like, okay, I'm going to, take care of these 4 to 5 people or whatnot. Super helpful. It's super helpful to have that draft on your phone. Because everyone's mobile nowadays, or what's easy too that I like is the audio message, like on your phone. Yeah, while you're driving, you can just be like, hey, thinking about you, your baby's sick. I want you to try this oil or something like that, it can be super quick and easy.
Yeah. And then also don't forget those scripts that are done for you guys already for asking and inviting. Use those and see, because I've had people who were sharing for a while before they started this program, and then they've implemented these scripts and we're like, it's crazy. I've had such a different response. All of a sudden everybody wants to, yes, do a one-on-one, or yes, come to a class, when what they'd been trying before wasn't really working. So don't be like, that's why those scripts are there for you, is because they work. Those questions, and are you interested in learning more, right? That's what asking is. That's what, let me see if I can pull it back up for you guys. Or just, I'm not going to share my screen again, but, we went over all of that. So go through those scripts and of how to ask and invite, and use those. Definitely, tailor it to your own style, but use those, even if it is a text message. Erica. Yeah.
So when you're sending out like that first text, maybe like it's somebody on your list that you're not like in contact with like on a regular basis, since you're not actually having a conversation with them, if you're just texting them or sending them a Facebook message, like what exactly how much information do you usually include to do that first ask? I mean, is it
for me, if it's somebody I haven't talked to in a long time, I'm definitely going to like just check back in and say, hey, we haven't talked for a long time, right? And then there's all those questions that we went into, like, hey, quick question, right? Hey, friend, quick question. Or I'm just curious. We haven't talked in a long time. I'm just curious. Like I work with essential oils now. Are you familiar with them? Have you ever tried them? Are you interested in learning about them? Right? And if they say no, great. Actually, then you can cross them off your list. If they are interested in more, then great. Get them to a one-on-one. Either answer is great, because the worst, like, do you guys know what's worse than somebody saying no to you? Anybody? What's worse than somebody saying no to you?
Never asking.
Yeah, never asking them, and then they tell you that they just signed up with somebody else because you didn't ask them, because you were too scared to ask them. They were on your list. When somebody literally who you've written their name down tells you that they signed up with somebody else, that's the worst that could happen. So you asking them and them saying no, honestly, it just really means not now. Because then later when they do have something going on with their family or themselves, or they're like, I really am looking for another income stream, or I am looking for something to support us with our health naturally, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I remember Erica called me like 2 years ago and asked me about this essential oils, but like now I want to know more. I wonder if she's still doing that. If you don't ask, somebody else will. Honestly, like somebody else will. So it's asking those questions and all those ones that Jenna went over, right? Hey friend, quick question. I'm just curious. And then when they are interested, what are your primary health concerns? What are some health concerns for your family? Would you like to learn more? Right? Are you open to all of those ones? They're all questions because you want to know about them. So I don't start with like, hey, I'm doing this, la, 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 la. It's really about them. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are those questions that that you can text pretty easily. Like, hey, friend, quick question. Are you open to, natural solutions? Any of those. And that's going to help you determine interest level real quick.
Right.
Yeah. Any other questions, you guys, about the assignments for this week? No? Okay, so we'll post the things on the Facebook page, but yeah, look for the Q&A. Obviously, if it's a quick question, like where do I find this? Just reach out to your upline leaders and ask. But if it's more of like that style of that question of like about the gifting, what type of things that you want me to elaborate more on, post that in the questions post on the Instagram, on the Facebook group, so that I can actually go on the live and talk more about those. Yeah, this is these 8 weeks are for you guys to get all of this training and questions answered to whatever it is you want to know about building this business. So take advantage of that. This is your time. So yeah. Any other questions, guys? Let's see. Unmute all. Oh wait, cancel. Sorry. Okie dokie.